welcome to March. March is full of lots of good things. March Madness, St. Patrick's Day, hopefully a taste of warmer weather, garden preparation, all those things as we look forward to spring in Wisconsin. So I got my handy dandy basketball here and my basketball hoop. When you come into the Juneau Public Library in March, you will see some March Madness things going on. Not your typical March Madness, and you'll just have to stop in and see what we have planned for you, some little activities that you can do, and actually a bracket that you can fill out. Not your typical type of bracket because we're a library. So stop in, follow us on Facebook, check us out on our website, and you'll be in the know in Juneau. So I'm here to talk to you about our movies that we show in-house here at the Juneau Public Library on the first and third Monday of every month. So that puts us on the 7th and the 21st of March. We show our adult movies. And these mean that they might be rated PG-13 or for more adult audiences. So on Monday, March 7th at 6 p.m., come to the Juneau Public Library and we will be showing in our meeting room American Underdog. And then 2 weeks later, come on out again on March 21st and watch A Journal for Jordan. Both of these movies would be appropriate for you to watch with your child, or if you're 13 or older, you could watch independently. Best part of coming to a movie at the Juneau Public Library is we have freshly popped popcorn for all those who attend. So then, on the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of every month, we have movies specifically chosen for kids. Now, Space Jam 2 has been out since July of 2021, but we were not doing in-person movies here at the library. So with March Madness, we thought we'd bring a great basketball-themed kids movie to the library. So Space Jam 2, A New Legacy. The first one had Michael Jordan. And now it's a new legacy with a new basketball star. Come on out at 3:30 in the afternoon. This is rated PG. And then in 2 weeks, we will, on Thursday, March 24th, be showing Clifford the Big Red Dog, the classic children's book that has been made into a feature-length movie. Once again, that starts right after school lets out at 3:30, and popcorn is served at those movies as well. So stop in at the library, check out our March Madness offerings, and my friends Sarah and Carla will be telling you a little bit more about what we have planned specifically for children and adults in the month of March.
Hi Juneau, and welcome to March. I'm here to tell you about the kids activities that we have going on in the library here at Juneau for the month of March. So we'll start with our preschool story times. We have a new spring session. So story times go March, April, and May. 2 story times per month. Our story times in March are March 7th and March 21st. So, that starts at 11 o'clock. On March 7th, we're having pancakes and pajamas story time. And that coordinates with March 7th being National Cereal and Flapjack Day. So we thought we would do a story time that goes with that. And for that, we have a fun selection of pancake and breakfast themed books. And our craft that we're going to be doing is a pancake breakfast craft. So the kids will get a kit to make everything that they need to put this together. And so here we have pancakes, bacon, butter, and then syrup, which is actually glue mixed with a little bit of brown paint, and then that will dry, and that will be the syrup. So that's the kids' craft. And then March 21st, we have a scribble story time, and we'll be making scribble monsters. So those are our 2 story times in March. While you're here at the library, there will also be an early literacy activity calendar that you can pick up. Each day has a different little tip or something to do with your child to build the early literacy skills. So for example, on Monday, March 7th, it says read the book Night Animals by Gianna Marino, and then the next day the tip is to write or draw pictures of nocturnal animals. Another day is just sing a lullaby. Another day is talk about which animals sleep at night or during the day. So just fun little things that will just take a couple minutes each day to build those skills for your child. And then we have the kids craft. So the preschool storytime craft is for ages 5 and below. The kids craft is for ages 6 through 12, and you can stop in and get a kit to make this. This is not the actual craft, because the actual craft will be much smaller, but this is so that you can see it. And we'll be making shrinky dinks. So you will get all the materials to color, cut, and then shrink your shrinky dinks in the oven. And then we'll make a little mobile. So if you haven't done shrinky dinks before, it really is a lot of fun. So I remember doing that as a kid and really liking it. And then we have our teen craft, which is like a 3D drawing. So I don't know if you can see the hand in there and the heart, but the way that you do this is you draw it so that it appears to pop out from the page. So there will be some washi tape and instructions for you to make your own 3D art. And you can do this, or you could choose to do another design too. And then for Lego Lab, that is Tuesday, March 15th at 3:30, and that's for ages 5 and up. If you have some littles that want to come, if they're under the age of 5, then they would just need a parent to stay and help them. And what they'll be doing is they'll be getting a piece of graph paper, and they'll actually be graphing their design first and then building the Lego from there. So because Easter is the next thing coming up, they'll be doing an Easter egg. This one is in primary colors, but we're hoping to maybe have some pastel colors available then. So, so a fun Easter egg and graphing it first. So we'll kind of bring in the math and the STEM skills there. So that is what we have going on in the library for the kids in the month of March, and we hope you come in and take advantage of the things that we are offering, and hope to see you soon.
Hi Juneau, welcome to March. It's Carla here at the Juneau Public Library. I don't have a whole lot to talk about today, so it'll be short and sweet, but we do have things going on. First of all, you can join us on March 3rd, that's the first Thursday of the month, at 1 o'clock or 6 o'clock for our adult crafting. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock after dark. This month in March, we're going to be making bookmarks out of paint chips. So the free paint chips you pick up at Menards, we're going to put some pretty paper on the back, cut the corners, and rubber stamp some verses or flowers or whatever you want on them. I've got a couple made up, different ribbons for tops, or not if you don't want to do that, but it'll be a fun, easy craft. Now this is not something I'm going to be able to put into a take-home kit because the stamps are going to be ours here at the library. So we will have a table set up for the month of March. You can come in, it's kind of a make and take
kind of craft this month as well. So it'll be a fun one, open to any adults that are looking to do something fun before we hit spring crafting. Also in March on the 11th, Friday the 11th, at 9 o'clock, our breakfast book club will be reading a book entitled The Arctic Fury by Greer McAllister. Now this is a book that I have not read yet, still working on it. So I'm just going to read a little blip about what this book is about. I think you'll be excited about it. We do have copies at the library, so stop in and get your copy if it sounds like something you want to read. And feel free to join us then. This book is about a dozen women that join a secret 1850s Arctic expedition. A sensational murder trial unfolds from it when some of them don't come back. Eccentric Lady Jane Franklin makes an outlandish offer to an adventurer, Virginia Reeve, to take a dozen women, trek into the Arctic, and find her husband's lost expedition. Now 4 parties have failed to find him, and Lady Franklin wants a radical new approach by putting the women in charge. Now again, this is 1850s, so this is pretty radical. A year later, Virginia, the adventurer she hires, is on trial, and survivors of the expedition sitting behind her in court, there are only 5 of them left. So the mystery is what happened there out on the ice. So if this sounds like an intriguing novel, that's something you'd like to read, stop in, pick up a copy. We have several here at the library at the desk, and join us on Friday, March 11th at 9 o'clock for our breakfast book club. That's all I have to talk about today, but I hope to see you at the library in March.